Oh, work just continues on the homestead. You gotta tell you, stay tuned. Yeah, stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in. My name's Jeff, ArizonaHotHomestead, and work continues here on the homestead. Check out what I've done with the mudroom. Wait. The pantry / laundry, something like that. So let's take a look. Alright, so if you've been watching my videos, and if you haven't, why not, dude? Come on, watch my videos. I got the door in. I'm putting in insulation here. I did the spray thing. And then I got my spaceship here. Let me get back here to get a better look at it. See the spaceship? That's actually my RV. Now I said I was going to put a wall right here. Check out that wall. I had to put a little bracket down there to help hold it, and I'll show you what bracket I used. But check out that wall. That's a 2x8. Get this. I'm going to put a 2x12, a 2x4, and a 2x8 is how my wall is going to be. There's going to be storage inside these walls. So check that out. Alright, so let me get to it. We got marking on where my straight line is. That line should go up with that 2x4 rafter there, or 2x10 rafter. So let me get to work so I can show you the rest of it. So here's what I've done. This is just a 4-inch angle bracket, whatever they call them, 90-degree bracket, and I've put it on where the 2x are, so I had something solid to go into. Now on the base there, it just so happened that it's right on the edge there, and on the bottom one, because I have that 2x8 there, I actually have one here, one there, one there, one there, one there. But on this top one, I'm only going to have 3 because that's where the 2x4s are. And because if I just put it in this OSB, it's not going to hold. It's nailed and screwed there, and it's nailed and screwed down there. So when I put this up, this is going to be a 2x12. So the 2x12 is actually going to go right to there. Because this is 2x8. Plus your 4, there's your 12. So it's going to go right on the edge there. So I'll be able to screw into here and nail. And then up against that 2x4, we'll do the same thing. And then we'll also do it up there on that rafter. And then when the other side is done, it will also connect both the walls. So basically I'm taking this wall and dividing it into four corners and working each corner. So interesting. It's all going to be pretty cool when it's done. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, check this out. This is the final wall in the mudroom or in the pantry / laundry. But check out what I did to this wall. You guys kind of already seen a little bit. It's not like totally complete, because all the finishing stuff will come later, but this will give you an idea of what it looks like. Check it out. Look at this. So, these walls are not all 2x4s. So let me just kind of go over everything. 2x8, 2x6s, 2x8, 2x4. What? Yeah. So I put this wall up in 4 segments. I start out with this one, the 2x8, and then I showed you guys the little angle, the L brackets is what I call them, because it hung over a few inches, as you can kind of see. And then this one, because it's a 12 instead of an 8, I did the same thing on the other side, showed you that. I put 2 layers on this And the reason why is because now I've got 4.5 inches to work with. So when the door goes on this, these are cabinets, people. These are built-in cabinets. So when the door goes here, the door is going to overlap 1/2 inch or so. This door is going to overlap 1/2 inch. So it gives me, you know, a good, what, 2.5 inches, 2 inches right there, 2.5 inches between the two doors. So that gives me a good space between the doors. This here is doubled up here for basically the same reason. Because there's going to be a door here that's going to go over about 1/2 inch. There's going to be a door here that goes over 1/2 inch. This one, I haven't put the other one up, but it's going right here. So just pretend it's right there. It's the only one I got left. So it's the same thing here as up here. I doubled them up down here because I gotta have another OSB 1/2 inch, and then I gotta have my regular floor. So I have to assume about 1 inch. So that will give me 2 inches to the floor. So when the door goes down to about 1/2 inch, that'll give me a good 1.5 inches for the floor. And then up here on top, we're going to have to still come down a little bit, but I don't know how much yet. Because I'm going to have a gas line that's actually going to hang on the outside of the ceiling. Gas line is going to come right up through here. And it's basically, I don't know if you can tell, but it's pretty much almost in the center of this 2x4. So it's going to go right up through here. We're going to end up drilling a hole all the way through here. That's why this one is here and this is a little offset. Because, and they're only going to be one of these. Because the plumbing is going right up through here. And it's going to come out the wall and hang on the ceiling over there. So these doors have to come down a little bit to allocate for that pipe. Now, even though I'm going to have a door here, there'll be a door here, in the center there's not going to be a door. You'll have to subscribe so you see how I'm going to do the doors. But the doors are going to be just two doors that come together, and then there's going to be a little piece behind it. You've seen some of those doors where you have a piece behind on one, so you have to close one before you close the other. Hopefully that made sense. This opening is so I can get to the gas line. This board is just wedged in here. I'm actually going to redo this board. I'm going to cut it down a little bit more so it's not wedged so much. And I'm just going to put an L bracket in here with screws and down there so I can remove this here. The reason why I want to have the ability to remove it is so that if I have to work on this gas line for any reason, I can take this out of my way. This opening is 47.5 inches tall. And it's like, crap, I forget. It's like 40 inches wide or so, 36, 40 inches? I think it's about 40 inches. I can obviously get back in here, and I'll do that here in a second because I want to show you the back side. Obviously, I took what was a regular light there. I put a switch on it so I got some lighting back in there if I needed to. I took that spray foam because I love that stuff. And I sprayed it here so that it will close in this gap. I also, a little spacing I did because I put these up in sections. So I had to build it tight but not too tight so I could get it up in here. And this here just ended up with a gap there, so I just put some foam in there. Now let's go inside. Check this guys out. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Okay, now we are inside. Check this out. This is like a cave. You know, you've seen a cave, you see all that calcium stuff or whatever on the sides of the walls. That's what this looks like. Hopefully it's not too dark. So as you can tell, I spray foamed as much as I possibly could. Kind of standing here. I know it's not coming out very good. And I got the wide angle the best I can. But here's a good example. This here is the 12-inch wall, and this one is the 8-inch. but you really can't tell because I've sprayed in that corner so much that you really just can't tell. Like even here, this is the 8-inch, that's the 12-inch. I filled that in nicely. And even right in here with the 2x4. This is all nice and sealed. And there's somewhere in here, there's a bracket. You know those little L brackets I was showing you guys? I'll show you here in a second again. But you can't even see it. Can you see that? I know it's dark. It's not very visible, but you kind of get the idea. This whole wall is all this stuff. Now I do have a valve here, and I noticed that my valve is right on the edge of this. So I might have to cut a notch, but the valve should turn this way. So we should be okay. But I might cut a little notch in this just for the sake of it. This board here, it's only designed to give the pipeline, the gas line, something to attach to. I doubled this up. This header is just to fill in the gap. Look at this header. This is a header, guys. 2x4. Look at that. That's a header. I didn't need to do it that way, but I just needed to fill in the gap because I didn't want this opening to go all the way up here. So I only needed it up to here. So I just filled this all in. And then there'll be doors on here just like the doors on these cabinets here. So you'll think that this is a cabinet, but really it just leads into there. I used OSB to bring these two 2x6s together, because otherwise I didn't know how to kind of hold them together, you know. Up above there's only the rafter right there. That's why you only see nails there. And you don't see any over here. So there you go, folks. These are built-in wall cabinets. So thanks for tuning in, everyone. That was a fun project to do. You should have seen me try to lift up that 2x12 wall, basically. Boy, that baby was heavy, and it was tight too. I had a friend come over help me out with it, so thank you, Ryan. You're the best. Guess I owe you another beer, huh? So anyhow, folks, see ya. Bye. Have fun. Don't forget to subscribe. Did I just kiss you guys? Ooh.